Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel, Bachelor Show. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Mark Anderson's journey on the Bachelor franchise has been a roller coaster, and as he's become a fan favorite over time, his rumored involvement in the Golden Bachelor has raised more than a few eyebrows. Now, I know many fans might be eager to see him back on screen, but there's a growing argument that Mark should take a step back and let the Bachelor franchise stay in his past. It's time to explore why Mark, despite his popularity, might benefit more by walking away from the rose ceremonies, glitzy dates, and the pressures that come with the franchise once and for all. One of the first reasons Mark should consider turning down the Golden Bachelor is his evolution as an individual and his growth beyond the show's romantic framework. When Mark first stepped into the world of The Bachelor, he was younger, optimistic, and ready to find love in front of millions. Like so many contestants, he was eager to see if he could meet someone special in a whirlwind of romance under the intense gaze of cameras. But over time, and through a series of ups and downs, it's clear he's gained a new perspective on relationships, one that might not align with the structure of The Bachelor anymore. Mark's growth is evident in how he has handled the aftermath of each season he's been part of. In interviews, he has shown an increasingly mature and realistic approach to relationships, emphasizing honesty, compatibility, and long-term commitment over the dramatic, fleeting infatuations that the franchise often thrives on. We have to remember, the Bachelor franchise was built on drama, heightened emotions, and often unrealistic depictions of love. But Mark now seems to embody a quieter, more sustainable approach to romance, one that might not fit well within the glitz and glamour of a high-stakes dating competition. It's as if he's graduated from that version of romance and is now seeking something deeper, a connection that might not come from another round of TV drama. This brings us to another significant point: the limitations of the Golden Bachelor as a vehicle for real, lasting love. While the idea of a more mature Bachelor show has certainly drawn in viewers with its fresh twist, the franchise's foundations are still built on speed, spectacle, and fantasy. Contestants go on extravagant dates, in scenic locations, all in a carefully orchestrated environment that doesn't necessarily mirror real life. Even though the Golden Bachelor promises a more mature and grounded perspective, the reality is that it's still entertainment. For someone like Mark, who has been through this process before and knows the ins and outs of reality TV, going back might feel less like a genuine opportunity for love and more like a repeat of something he's already outgrown. Mark's previous experiences on The Bachelor have also shown him the pitfalls of dating on reality television. The public scrutiny, the pressure to perform, and the constant judgment can wear on anyone, especially someone who has already been through it. Reality TV often places contestants under a microscope, magnifying every gesture, word, and expression. For someone like Mark, who is at a stage in his life where he values authenticity and privacy, returning to this highly scrutinized environment could do more harm than good. The pressure to entertain an audience while also navigating a genuine emotional connection is a tricky balance, and one that many contestants struggle with. Mark may find that his desire for real connection conflicts with the entertainment-driven setup of the Golden Bachelor. There's also a compelling argument that Mark should prioritize his personal growth over stepping back into a familiar environment that may not serve him. Over the years, he's become a well-rounded individual with interests, passions, and goals beyond finding love on TV. He's built a life outside the Bachelor bubble, and there's something powerful in choosing to walk away when he's at a high point. Fans have already seen him develop over his time on the show, and stepping away could allow him to continue growing in ways that reality TV might stifle. The franchise can sometimes pigeonhole former contestants, turning them into caricatures of who they once were on screen. Mark may be in a prime position to redefine himself beyond the Bachelor label, pursuing new opportunities, personal passions, and even a private love life free from the gaze of millions. This leads us to another important point: the question of identity and legacy. For someone like Mark, who has invested so much time and energy into building his reputation within the franchise. There's something to be said about leaving already solidified. Fans see him as a beloved figure, someone who's navigated the ups and downs of reality TV with grace. Returning to the franchise could put his carefully crafted reputation at risk. What if things don't go as planned? What if the pressure, the editing, or the expectations weigh him down in ways that change fans' perception of him? Staying away would allow him to preserve the positive image fans have of him, letting that be his lasting impression on the Bachelor world rather than potentially tarnishing it with a stint that doesn't go as expected. Then there's the matter of personal boundaries. As much as fans love seeing familiar faces return, the reality is that being on reality TV can be exhausting, mentally and emotionally. Mark has been in the public eye for years now, and one can only imagine the toll that constant exposure takes. Going back to the Golden Bachelor would mean reopening himself to not just public adoration, but also to potential criticism, judgment, and the emotional roller coaster that comes with reality dating shows. Stepping away could allow Mark the space to pursue a private, more sustainable approach to love, one where he's free from the cameras, the producers, and the pressure to entertain. For someone who has already given so much of himself to the public, choosing privacy could be a profound act of self-care. Another reason to consider is the impact on his relationships. Going on a reality show like The Golden Bachelor isn't just about finding love. It's about balancing the dynamics of competing for someone's affection, often in dramatic, high-stakes scenarios. For Mark, who's already experienced this once, it might feel repetitive or even counterproductive to return to an environment that can strain even the strongest connections. Reality TV relationships are notoriously challenging to maintain after the cameras stop rolling. Given his experience, Mark might recognize that his best chance at finding a lasting relationship isn't through the Golden Bachelor, but through pursuing love in the real world, without the added pressures and distortions that come with reality TV. And let's be honest, the reality TV landscape has evolved significantly. There are now countless dating shows, all with different approaches, angles, and spins on romance. The Golden Bachelor may be unique in its approach to older contestants, but the franchise itself has struggled to retain the same relevance it once had. With more nuanced, varied, and diverse dating shows on other platforms, Mark could find new avenues that better align with his growth and maturity. The romance reality landscape has expanded, offering new ways to showcase love stories without the high-stakes pressure of the Bachelor franchise. By exploring these alternatives, or even stepping away from dating shows entirely, Mark could find a healthier, more aligned path forward that reflects who he is today. Finally, there's the aspect of moving on. We all reach points in life where we look back and realize we've outgrown certain chapters. For Mark, the Bachelor franchise may be one of those chapters. He has achieved what he set out to do within that world, gained invaluable life experiences, and built a lasting bond with fans. Sometimes, moving on isn't about rejecting what came before, but about embracing the unknown and allowing oneself the space to grow into something new. Mark has reached a place where he can take his wisdom, maturity, and newfound perspectives and apply them to new pursuits, whether that's in love, career, or personal growth. Walking away from the Golden Bachelor might be the most empowering decision he can make, allowing him to embrace the next phase of his life with a sense of purpose and freedom. So, as much as we'd all love to see Mark back on screen, perhaps the best thing he can do is turn down the offer, take a bow, and let his Bachelor journey remain a fond memory. He has so much potential beyond the franchise, and this could be the perfect time for him to spread his wings and discover what else life has in store. Fans have watched him grow over the years, and now they might just cheer him on as he embarks on a journey completely separate from reality TV. And there you have it. Mark Anderson has given a lot to the Bachelor franchise, but maybe now is the time for him to give something back to himself by moving on. Let's see if he makes that bold choice to start a new chapter. Whether he steps back into the Bachelor world or not, his story will always have a special place in the hearts of fans. What do you think? Should Mark step away from the Golden Bachelor? Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.